All right, guys, well, it's official. Now on a GasGas 450. So this one is a 2021, and thanks for watching the road trip and the trip back to get the bike. And now we'll just kind of touch on what's on the bike. So I'm still learning. I don't know a ton about bike parts, to be honest. I ride a lot of the bikes and I just enjoy riding them. So this one's got the biggest thing on it's going to be the WP spring conversion cone valve kit and the Trax rear shock. So it is sprung a little overweight for what I weigh right now, but I'm going to ride it first and then respring it to my weight and keep the cone valve kit obviously intact so that system works. If you guys are familiar with the air forks, the new ones, they are pretty incredible. Aside from a little bit of what I call like a crusty feel on the top, where you kind of get this crunch on light chatter stuff that is kind of violent sometimes, especially if you're tired. And so until it gets through that crusty initial part of the fork, you don't really get to really feel the plushness of the fork. So doing the spring conversion with the cone valve kit, that really takes away pretty much all of the complaints people typically have of the air fork and puts it back into a spring kit and has a really progressive dampening feel with incredible bottoming resistance. So I'm really excited to ride this thing. I think from what I understand, the WP A-kit stuff I've ridden in the past, it's a real dead pack kind of feel where you have very solid traction and very solid feedback for power to the rear wheel, even through chop in and out of corners or through rough sections. So, and then the bottoming resistance will be really cool to play with when I overjump stuff or come up short. Outside of that, it's got the X-Trig triple clamps. I've also got the stock clamps, which are the forged aluminum. And I may try those too, just if I want to get that really supple, soft front end feel. But these are going to be a little more precise feeling, meaning the bike will be a little bit more edgy feeling going into the corners. You'll be able to be more specific, and you'll be able to kind of know exactly what the bike's doing as you're going in and out of ruts in technical sections. So we'll see. I know that the CNC clamps typically increase rigidity, so I haven't always been a fan of that, but I want to see what that is like with the spring cone valve fork to see what the difference looks like. It's got some XL wheels with some, a W wheel set basically with some kite hubs and just your standard XL hoops. I may have to replace one of them, but we'll see. They look fine, to be honest, but it's got a little bit of a bubble or a flat spot in the front rim, but not bad at all. Something I probably wouldn't notice at all. And then got the Brembo brakes, of course. It's got a titanium front axle. I don't know specifically what the pros and cons of that is, but I'm thinking it has something to do with rigidity in the front end. And so the titanium metal is supposed to be as strong as, like a CNC or aluminum, I guess, but it's gonna be, or as strong as, I'm not sure. You guys probably know, leave it in the comments, but basically the goal of that is to get a softer metal that's just as strong, but lighter. So you don't get as much feedback, has more compliance to it. The bike also has titanium engine mounts, engine mount bolts and nuts throughout. Engine mount bolts are all tie, which is cool. Titanium foot pegs, these things are bad, like nasty looking pegs. I've never had those. That'll be cool. Ow. Whew, really sharp, holy cow, literally just cut myself. The brake pedal is also tie. And what else? It's got the Akrapovic full exhaust, just the standard, not titanium exhaust. And let's see, what else? Hinson clutch, so it's got the Hinson clutch pack, not just the cover, which is cool. And it's got this, the Trail Tech temperature gauge, so, and the fan actually mounted to the radiator. So when this gets up to, I believe it's 160 or 180, I think it's 180, I don't know, I'll find out. The fan will kick on, keep cool, air pushing through the radiator, which I told the guy I don't even ride long enough to get the bike hot enough, so that'll be pretty funny to watch. And I think that's it. It's got a gripper seat cover. I might swap out the bars. They're cut in, like, I think it's an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/4 inch, but you can tell they're just a little bit shorter. And then the levers, I just need to turn them down a little bit. They're a little bit high. But other than that, this thing's sick. And I'm excited to see how it goes. It's got a new piston in it, and the head is basically cleaned up so that the valves seat really nicely. There's no areas for, I guess, issue or clearance issues or having a real tight seal on the valves. So that should, on the valve seats, so that should help as well. Looks like it's got I don't know if it's carbon or composite frame guard, but it looks like some sort of synthetic blend. So maybe carbon. And I think that's it. So I'll take you a little walk around on the bike, and yeah, let me know what you think. I got the stock wheels, stock clamps, and a couple other stock items too with it, so that's kind of cool. And the Yamaha is no more, so back on a 4-stroke. What can I say? Looking forward to putting a video out soon, trying this thing out. And thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see done to the bike, or what questions you have for me about how I like the bike, or what you want me to check out when I do ride it. And I'll keep cranking out some content. So we'll talk to you guys soon, and thanks for watching.